what I want to talk about today is the show's topic is how did America become hypersexualized? I don't think it always was this way. Um, Basically, America wasn't always, like it was always a sexual place and sex sells from marketing and stuff like that. But a lot of it, I think, the show Sex in the City and stuff like that also really broadened it. So I kind of want to look into that, and we will do some body cam videos and stuff. I'm going to put the StreamYard link out. Thanks for joining. I was trying to get the last stream to. Did he actually do the raid link? I don't think he did, Dante. That kind of sucks. I just did his whole stream hoping that he would send some people here. That kind of sucks. But anyways, so the chick, do you remember the chick that I was talking about the other night, the one that says she's the minister and everything like that? She is. I want to show that because this is kind of linked to that hypersexualized state. And let me just send out one more thing here. I'm just getting a couple things set up. I'm going to put my link in the Discord. People want to join it. Oh. Hello, Dante.
You said you were waiting for your room to be rated, so that was my response.
Oh yeah, no, I meant like AJ could send a link, like where it sends like the whole room over, which would have been cool. I was trying to ask him to do it because I just did like his entire stream with him. But whatever. So remember this girl here, the one that says she's the minister and stuff? I want to go over her again because this is going to kind of link to the topic that I'm talking about. So she's supposed to be a minister, and you're going to just watch how it's just kind of like hoe behavior. Like,
oh yeah,
guys, this is supposed to be a church. Like, what even is this?
Church of 304.
Look at that. There's like devil horns. Did you see that? Look at that. Like, I don't even know what this is, but this is kind of what I'm talking about. Like the sexualization is kind of the deep generation. See, this is sexualizing herself.
Yep.
That's sexualized. That her sticking her tongue out like that is sexualized.
All the sinners.
She has a tattoo.
Hypocrites.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. They're going to use sex to help sell it to the church. Yeah, this is the new church life and stuff like that. So I don't agree with it. Like, I'm not trying to say that I'm the most holy person or anything, but I do understand what's, kind of right and wrong with some of this stuff. So it's really bad. And I wanted to also talk about something else too. How many of you guys have seen any of the TLC shows? Like My 600-Pound Life.
Yeah.
Anyone who's like heavily disfigured and stuff is basically on one of those shows. And I was kind of saying that they get exploited.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a little bit of background checking into one of the guys, and one of the main producers' name is Michael Caine, and I want to show you how much they get paid. They get paid like nothing, and they make. By the way, TLC makes a lot of money. Appearance fee, $1,500 cash.
Yep.
$1,500 cash to get relocated. It's a $2,500 stipend. So that's probably what, like 10 nights in a hotel room. Medical
Exploitation.
coverage. They only do the medical coverage if it's like one of those big pimple popping things and stuff like that, or a cost of bariatric. They're just do the only thing they would cover with the medical cost is to show you what they're doing. Um, if they return to get an episode, it's just $1,500 again. Um, Also, they were um making them like forcing them to eat for yeah. So, a significant number of the people filmed expressed severe regret, while many patients on shows like The Pimple Popper generally got report for being grateful for receiving their free life-altering medical care, because that's a kind of easy thing to do. Michael Caine's other massive hit, My 600-Pound Life, has expressed deep regret, leading to public backlash over the historical lawsuits. The primary reason for their regret falls into several categories: um, scripted narratives and forced overfeeding. Look at that. That's how I'm telling you guys. These people are sick. Multiple
It's all
cast members.
scripted.
Yeah, but well, I'm saying, but I know that it's all scripted and it like shows like Discovery Channel and stuff like that. Like half the time, those guys like filming and stuff like want shit to go wrong. They're in the way of stuff, like making people like they're like a distraction. So they're kind of like making people do things wrong to make a problem because it's more entertaining if there's a problem. The allegation in the late Gina Marie Carlsey participated in Jeannie Cove Field lawsuits, stating that the production staff deliberately delayed their filming or forced them to eat massive, excessive amounts of foods on camera, specifically to satisfy the show's shock value narrative. Crazy. Broken promises on medical bills. You think they followed up and paid the medical bills? Absolutely not. Um, Throughout the show, promises to cover medical care. Several participants regretted filming after being hit with unexpected medical debt. So they just gave them the debt afterward, um, which is crazy. And the complete lack of medical care. Bariatric surgery causes massive, rapid hormonal and psychological shifts. Um, Over 10 former cast members and their families sued the show's 10 lawsuits shows sued the show's producers for extreme negligence regarding mental health. They stated the producers pushed them to the brink of emotional breakdowns for high ratings, but completely refused to provide any medical health or support for psychiatric aftercare once the camera stopped rolling. Tragically, several former cast members have passed away or died by suicide after appearing on the show. Look at that! Holy crap! The family of L.B. Bonner, who died by suicide in 2018, spearheaded the initial wave of lawsuits, explicitly stating they regretted allowing him to be on the program and exploit his depression for entertainment. Yeah, they love doing that. That's what I'm saying, guys. These people are sick. They put these disfigured people up. $1,500. They probably make 15 million off of it at least. And they're basically a part of Warner Brothers and I think Discovery Channel. So I'm gonna look into this another time a little bit more. But Michael Caine is the guy who really does a lot of it. There's other producers and executives as well that are involved, but it's just pretty crazy. I know you guys probably are not surprised about. Well, I was a little bit surprised about. I kind of thought they'd be getting like 15 grand or something, not $1,500. That's like terrible.
No,
It's
why do you think so many of them, why do you think so many of them, you know, do guest appearances, cameos, and only fools? One of the chicks was selling jars of one of those shows. One of the chicks was selling jars of her gas.
holy
Oof.
crap!
Yep.
Wow,
I
I've
heard
heard of
about
that
that.
before. Yeah, but it's I don't know. It's just crazy how they they put them up there to be a freak show. Like let's be honest, and people
Hmm.
want to see that. Like it is entertaining. It is entertaining, but it's kind of entertaining for some of the wrong reasons because you're kind of doing it like they're kind of doing it as like a humiliation ritual to them. Like they kind of want them to
Well,
be humiliated, like the midgets and stuff. Like
yeah.
it's kind of sick, but it kind of like when I didn't really watch those shows. I'm aware of them, but I was like, if you're watching them, you're like kind of watching it to laugh at them a little bit. I mean,
Well, that's not
I
how
was.
they started. That's not how they started. So, so for example, you already know one of my guilty pleasures was 90 Day Fiance,
Hmm.
and you know when you look at like the first season, the second season, it really was about following the stories, these people and their stories and their journey. It really was about that. And somewhere along the line, it just became about putting together the most crazy, toxic, outrageous couples and looking for more and more outrageous storylines. Everything from, and so yeah, it's 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 what do you call it, that Ouroboros, where it's just
Yeah,
become this
a snake eating
insatiable
itself. Yeah.
beast that must get fed, and they gotta just keep hyping it up, hyping it up, hyping it up. As a matter of fact, speaking of 90 Day Fiance, they actually are doing a con now. So I think they're calling it 90 Day Con, but yeah, they're now doing conventions of these shows. And look at the Real Housewife franchise. That just blown up. That just went
They're yeah,
crazy
they're
from,
they're definitely money
yeah.
makers, but it's like
No, for the producers.
yeah, for the
It's moneymakers
producers
for the
only.
producers.
Yeah.
And what ends up happening is, it's now no longer about the people, the sharing the stories. It's now all about making the network richer, more advertising dollars, but also the people that are now coming on are coming on for side hustles because they want to promote their product, their business, their social media, their
Their
only
book.
fools.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said before, a lot of them, and one of the dudes who, if I was doing, if I was doing my own stream and I wanted to do it on, you know, beta itches and just some of the stupid things these men be doing. Because a lot of times you can see this way in advance. But this one dude just pulled this beta punk who was on sugar sites, and that's where he met his chick. He did pull an Uno reversal that I didn't see coming. What I did see coming was, in less after 6 months of him bringing her being in married, she was getting piped down by the trainer at the gym,
Yeah, that
and she
always
getting
happens.
knocked
Yeah.
up. Yeah, and he actually, and then she, and he paid for her plastic surgery, all this other stuff. Well, he just pulled the Uno reversal. He's now She has to pay him alimony. I've never seen that happen before. Where you bring a chick here from another country, you divorce them, and they have to pay you alimony.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, he must have had a really good lawyer and figured out
Or
exactly
she was,
what to do.
but she was doing only fools.
Oh, so he was getting some of that money.
Oh yeah, yeah. She was doing only fools and stuff like that. And there are a lot of thirsty, simpy MFers out here. But yeah, she was making so much money, um, showing off her thought pocket that that he's getting he's getting alimony. And it was so scary because she ended up getting knocked up by this other dude and had his baby while she was married to him. And they're like, "Yo, you need to get this divorce because he can just you're the presumed father." Yeah, yeah. But this is what this show has devolved to. This
Oh,
whole
not her again.
yeah, but it all goes into the sexualization, the hypersexualization of this country. It's all about
Yeah,
titillation that gets eyeballs.
exactly. Like this right here, when she just had her hands up like that, that's like what this is about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's everywhere that we just don't like see it all the time. Like anytime I've gone on like Instagram, which I've only had it like one time for like a month or something, and check on this chick that I was seeing. Then I got off of it, but the time that I was on, everything was like hyper sexualized, like crazy.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my god, like everything was basically a link for like corn or like AI, like dick pills, and like the advertisements was like AI of like huge butts.
That's how the
And
internet took off.
yeah, yeah. And I know it's always been there, but it's seeded into the country more. It used to be like, there'd be freaks, but they will kind of like, keep it to themselves, do it after work, other things like that. Now it's everywhere. It's like your daughter doing it online. Like, oh, that's just how they are. It's like, no, it's hypersexualized. And you wonder why she's getting pregnant at 17, because you've kind of been allowing this since she was like 15.
They
Um,
normalized it.
yeah, it's all normalized completely right now. Um, Now 90 Day Fiance. Now either the guy or the girl is an absolute villain. There is no normal couple. It used to be people posting pics they took. Yeah.
Mhm.
Instagram was pics they took of like objects or like waterfalls and shit like that. Now it's literally just the girls in yoga pants and stuff. Like
Yeah.
they've made themselves a sexualized commodity, and then they like complain about it afterward. It's like, well, you did this to yourself. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's a really bad problem. I don't think it can really be reversed either.
yeah. You also missed
Um,
one major point. You also missed a minor point about, exposing your children to this. The next thing you know, your daughter is 16, 17 pregnant. But then again, now she can go on MTV, 16 and pregnant now.
yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
mean, that,
exactly. In
yeah,
fact, there was an MTV show. I remember one of the first times I said it was like "Date My Daughter." Um, let me show you this here. And I always thought it was so crazy that the parents would like be pimping out their sons and daughters like this. Let me see if I can find it here. There's one's Date My Mom and stuff, but it was like um let me show this right here and find a part of it right here. Because let me show you when they like market their daughter off. How crazy this would be. I'll keep it muted for now. Like this would be their daughter, and they would just have her on TV doing this. So I can turn the volume on. Who cares? Put a one in the chat if you've ever seen the show or heard of it. It was probably like early 2000s or something.
This date is that first things first, gotta get naked.
She probably gets naked on all of her dates.
Jealous?
Whatever, Dick.
Here we go.
So that's the other girlfriend. That's like the ex-girlfriend, and they're trying to make them replace it. This
That's
is
the reason
like
why I
crazy.
stopped watching TV.
wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. Did
Time out.
that girl just said she probably gets naked on all her dates? And did her father just say, "What are you, jealous?" That just did
Yeah,
not happen. That
yeah.
did
No,
not fucking, that did not effing happen.
Yep.
no. That's what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
it was crazy. It was
You are not
crazy.
hearing
Yeah,
things or seeing things.
yeah. Let me show. Like no,
what?
they had MTV did not actually show Date My. Maybe parental control. Okay, this
Was it
is it here.
DH1?
Parental, no, it was MTV. Parental control is maybe what
Mhm.
it's called. The premise: two parents who
Yeah.
absolutely hated their child's current boyfriend or girlfriend would interview an array of prospective singles. The mom and dad would either select the perfect match for the child to date. Um, at the end of the episode, the child would have to choose whether to stay with the current partner or leave them for a new parent-approved dates. The twist: the current significant other had to sit on the couch next to the parents and watch the live video with the new dates. So that's so parental control. So that's what I'll look up. But I think what I found is just the same thing right here.
Kirk and Laura are off for a high-flying adventure, while Mom and Dad try to keep Sarah grounded right there in the living room.
You know what's short for Richard? Dick.
I don't get it.
And they would just insult the shit out of each other.
Why is that funny?
You don't get dick?
Look at that. Like that. This is our country, guys.
You're an old dick lover.
Grow up.
Well, here we are.
What are we actually doing?
We're gonna go parasailing. Have you ever been before?
I've never been, and I've always wanted to. I've just never got the chance.
The best part about this date is that first things first, gotta get naked.
She probably gets naked on all of her dates.
Jealous?
Whatever, Dick.
Here we go.
See, this is how we talk to each other here.
Damn, you work out.
Little.
So what kind of sports do you do?
I do football and basketball, but what do
And this girl doesn't even like this guy. She's just doing this to be on the show.
you do? You tan or what? You got a nice little body color.
Well, I work at a tanning salon, so that's where I get all my
I thank my mom later.
She's orange.
Aren't you glad I picked her?
So let me fast forward it a little bit more. But they would like, you see how nasty they are to each other?
Like you're a real brunette.
Like, whatever.
All right, so I've always wanted my girlfriend to feed me strawberries, but she never will. Will you do the honors?
She better not feed him.
Still.
Guys, these are just like teenagers too. Like, you know, this is kind of crazy. This is part of the sexualization that I was talking about.
That's really romantic.
Like when Dad mixes his wet food in with your dry food.
See what a demon she is?
Oh my god, lots of chocolate in this one.
She's beautiful, but she doesn't expect you to tell her every second. That's my wonderful son, Kirk.
Hi, Kirk.
So I think you guys get the idea of it, but I just remember that was like one of the first things I saw, but it'd be like the guys like pimping their daughter out to somebody, and I was like, what the hell is this? It was actually pretty crazy.
I remember when MTV used to be all about music videos.
Yeah, no, then it just became being like about a slore basically, like, and the music sucks. Like the music videos were the gateway to being a slore basically. Let me go through comments here and stuff like that. The problem is a bunch of kids watch this thinking it was normal, which makes it bring being scripted even worse. Yeah, I thought it was normal. I saw that and I was like, geez, is this like how people are and everything? I definitely think it's scripted now, but at the time looking back, I didn't really think that it was that scripted. Because I think the people just want to like look good on TV, so they're gonna kind of follow the script. Whiteout writes in, I thought TV was about TV shows. That's how I grew up. Yeah. No, it's not. It's about being a 304 basically. Pretty much.
Well,
So
the thing about it is, you have to be, overboard and outrageous in order for you to get airtime. Because, the funny thing about it with these shows, the normal you are, the less ratchet you are, the less airtime you get, and then you just get replaced the next season by someone that can bring the drama.
Is more of a hoe, yeah, and everything, yeah. Yeah, remember those shows they had where they it was called like The Real World? And they just had a bunch of slores in a house with guys and they would all be like basically bang each other.
Yep.
That's it. And they would have a bunch of drama because they wanted people who were all just basically some of the shittiest people with the worst personalities. So eventually they would clash. Surprise Attack Ninja says, I didn't think the Jersey Shore was scripted when it was on. Looking back now, it seems that way. Yeah.
Yep.
I once heard from a preacher, TV gets its popularity from sex and violence. Sure. Yeah, definitely. Big Brother in the Real World. Yeah. Every season got more insane. Same with like Jersey Shore and stuff like that. Let's see what this dude has to say about it, because he usually has.
There's no other culture or civilization in history, in my opinion, that degrades and belittles women as much as the West. They objectify women so profoundly that women in the West objectify themselves.
Yep.
They used to.
Yeah, but they also
Exactly.
made it so they objectify themselves. That's the snake eating itself, basically.
Hmm.
Wonder, whether or not women have souls. And it seems like they ultimately decided that they don't. Women are nothing to them but bodies. Women are nothing but bodies in Western culture. They're decorations.
I don't hear anything he's wrong that he's saying so far.
Women's bodies are supposed to be part of the scenery, nothing but props. That's why you can even have this absurd debate about what a woman is, because if she is nothing but a body, which is what she is in the West, if she's nothing but, lipstick and breasts, hips and a hairdo, then she can be replicated. A man can make himself look like that. He can do a convincing performance, an exaggerated impression of what a woman is, a lampoon. He can do what's essentially a gender minstrel show. Instead of blackface, it's lipstick and makeup and a wig, plus some hormone injections, because they really think that that's all that women are, and that's all they want women to be. That's what they want women to be, because that's what they reward women for being. I mean, I saw a report that's a few years old, but it showed.
But that's also what they reward themselves with too. That's all they want. Like, no one's stopping women from being writers, movie producers, musicians, and stuff. The only what musicians do you know that are female musicians? Taylor Swift, who just writes about getting dumped all the time and basically being like a white girl 304 that can't find a man. Cardi B talks about there's a hoe in this house and wet ass pussy and stuff like that. And Lizzo, who also talks about being like a bigger size hoe. They're not even playing instruments.
What's
Who's
the
the last
catalyst
female
for all?
artist you remember that plays an instrument?
What's the catalyst for all this? Small hats.
100%, 100%. The small hats own OF, the Cornhub, Tinder. I think I know one of them owns Tinder. I think even Hinge and stuff like that. So they love all that. They want you to watch corn and be addicted to it and
Hollywood.
everything like that. Hollywood, yeah. They love all that. And I understand that sex sells and stuff like that, but like what I guess what I'm trying to say is like we're getting to the point where it's just going to be literally corn everywhere. Then what do you do? Then how do you even sell anything? It just keeps going down and down and down and down. It's going to be, oh well, the kids have to be younger now. They have to be young. Like that's how it degenerates basically, pretty much.
That strippers make as much money as a lawyer on average. Now, in a materialistic culture of commodification like the West, it's easy to see what the society approves of and what they value, because that's who gets paid. So when you send the message to women and to girls that wealth can be rapidly expedited for them if they take off their clothes on stage or on camera, rather than develop their minds, rather than develop their skills, their character, and so on. When you tell women and girls that you're going to have to go to university for years, you're going to have to be in the workforce for years.
Who, men? You mean they're going to have to be equal to us? And they can't, they want to take the shortcut.
Before society will monetarily reward you anywhere close to what it will reward you right now, today, if you will just objectify yourself and get naked in front of strangers. The message is crystal clear. We want you to be what we think you are, which is a sexual object. And if you'll go along with that, you will be generously rewarded. We don't think you have dignity. There's no other culture.
So, I mean, that makes sense to me, but it's also women choosing to do this. Yeah, there's always, Harvey Weinstein types and shit like that, want hot chicks in movies and be, dressed like 304s and stuff like that. Like, I get that, but that doesn't have to be all women. They're not developing their minds or doing anything else. Surprise Attack Ninja writes in. The problem is society has become youth centric. When we were young, did our parents listen to the music we liked? No. Now adults are doing TikTok dances. Yeah, but that's mostly women who are doing that. It's mostly the moms doing that. I think the dads and stuff do it, but they get roped into it, basically. Moms and daughters are doing OF accounts and stuff like that. So they're choosing to objectify themselves. Look at the clothes. There is a real difference between what adults and kids wear now. Not really. Oh yeah, just all yoga pants. They'll say juicy on the back. They'll say like wet on like the butt and stuff like that. Whiteout writes in, one of my high school teachers dated Taylor Swift. Yeah, but it is though, and it's not workout clothes. Workout clothes basically are going to be like a thong, basically. It's crazy, and it's not. This is not me being a prude or something. It's like the way the country is going. It's not. No one's really winning from this. Really, it's actually becoming a net loss all around, in my opinion. Let me look at one other one of these.
I'll ask you, and if you don't know the answer, it's okay, I do. What percent of sexual assaults in the United States are committed by white men?
I do not know.
57%. Of the January 6th insurrectionists who were pardoned, do you know how many?
I don't know. This lady's just going to try to fish for stats and stuff like that.
Very interesting conversation with a gentleman today at the gym. It was actually in the sauna after I worked out. There's probably 6 dudes in the sauna. Conversation came up about feminism, and there was a brother in Christ on there that was on fire, man. This brother was just dropping truth bombs. I was over there cheerleading, co-signing what he's saying. And when I tell you that sauna emptied out so fast, men shaking their head, all other 4 of those dudes ran out of there as quick as they can because they're so flippin' feminized. They're so scared to talk about feminism and how out of control most of these flippin' women are out here. These guys don't want to hear it. And that's where we're at in America. We've been so propagandized for so long. There's no fight, dude. There's no fight left in these men. All they want to do is watch their football, gamble, watch the corn, play the video games. We're talking men my age, spending, going to work for 40 hours and spending another 40 hours of their week playing a flipping game, dude. That's where we're at. That's why there's no fighting anybody anymore. It's very interesting.
And that's part of where the problem is, why people are not really taking it serious enough. Like, let's look at this.
Boys have to be the leaders. Who do you think goes to fight the wars? The boys. They don't send women over there. You know why? We'll probably lose the war. Because they'd start talking and they'd forget what they were over there. Boys have to be.
But, notice how this teacher is dressed up fully compared to a modern teacher now that touches the students. Back then, they didn't have the teachers diddling students and stuff like that because they're not as sexualized all the time. Like that's where the root of the problem is.
I'm speaking about the revolution that stole Iran. I'm speaking about the revolution that forced my family to leave our home and everything my parents spent a lifetime building.
I don't really care about that.
I need to have a good strong word with you lot.
This is what I'm talking about. Every TikTok is like this. It's a chick with her tits out, these sexy glasses on, And like this is what I'm talking about. This has just become the norm now. Tattoos everywhere. Every time I see a woman, I kind of view her as a hoe, to be honest. And I don't think, yeah, Evil Eddie says right. They're thirst traps. They're everywhere. And I don't think, I don't try to view women through a sexual lens all the time, but that's what happens. Like that's if you see that enough times, that's basically what you're being subconsciously conditioned to do.
About these, right? Seems they are getting a lot of abuse for coming out on display in the summer. Yeah? Or even in a sports bra. Now, what I think needs to be pointed out is that these things here were sexualized by you men, not
So yeah, but you benefit from it, so that's why you keep doing it.
us. For us,
Guys, put a 1 in the chat, put a 2 in the chat if you think so. If you put a 1 in the chat if you think women benefit from cleavage, put a 2 in the chat if you don't and you think it's bad for them like that. It helps them in every way and everything all the time. Waiters, coffee shop, just anything. That's why they're doing it. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's not that they're trying to say, oh, we're trying to shame women and make them dress in a garbage bag like they do, in other parts of the world. It's like, no, we want you to have a little bit of decorum and not dress like a 304 all the time, every day, even at the grocery store and everything. It's very low class. We become a trailer trash country where they just dress like hoes and stuff like that. It's lowering the standard. Like women are lowering their own standard all the time by doing this. Actually, it lifts their standard a little bit at first, but ultimately it lowers their standard over time. Because now, pretty soon we're just going to become desensitized to this, and a lot of people are kind of becoming desensitized to it because it's not a secret anymore. It's not anything left to the imagination. It's not a late night thing. It's everything all the time.
they're just there to feed babies. There's a biological reason that they exist. You sexualize them, and
You're trying to say something?
No, no, I was
She
just
has a
saying, as
filter
far as
on too.
sexualizing, no, I was just saying, you're too late. We're already desensitized, and
Yeah.
just like the earlier stream where we're talking about the chick was like, after your first couple of hits of that heroin,
Yeah, it is kind of like that.
you just become desensitized to it.
Aftermarket driver and passenger side airbags.
Yeah.
Exactly. Kind of like the record said earlier, it's we have gotten to the point to where there's no ramifications and repercussions.
Your mic is kind of like cutting in and out, Grip. I don't know if you're like
Sorry
far
about that.
away from it or something. No, it seems a
How
little
about
bit better.
how about that? Is that better?
That's better. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my earbuds in. So there's a saying that I think it was the movie Usual Suspect. The devil's greatest trick was convincing people he didn't exist.
Yeah.
Well, we convince women that there's no ramifications and repercussions to their poor choices and bad decisions. Think about it. Your grandma, your great grandma didn't have bodies. She wasn't talking about her. She wasn't out there with her kitas out there hanging and slanging and
Yeah.
banging.
It's still kind of messing up, Grip.
Yeah, you're
It's
kind
like
of drifting
going
in and out your volume.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
try like
let's switch to another
unplugging it and
headset.
plugging it back in or something.
Yeah, let's switch to another headset.
But yeah, our grandmother's generation wouldn't do this. Now, did your grandma get banged out and have 4 kids? Yeah, they're still getting play. They're still having fun. I'm not taking away anything from them. I'm not trying to say like you need to wear a chastity belt and I'm not doing that. You should just be married though. And you don't need to be showing this to every Tom, Dick, and Harry all the time. They used to, dress with some class, some decorum. Now they're out with pajamas on and their titties out, basically. And it's just like, well, you wonder why, things like grape and stuff go up, because you're kind of like making people think of it all the time too, a little bit. They should kind of be doing it to like protect themselves even a little bit too. Like if they were trying to grape somebody, it's like, well, you're making it very easy to do so. Like you're kind of like just sitting there asking for it. And these thirst traps are terrible like that. Imagine being a kid, some kid in your school finds out your mom's OF. You're
Oh, yeah.
cooked.
Done.
You're cooked. You're cooked. Um, it is bad. Surprise Attack Ninja writes in. We used to have to go find that corn made someone left in the woods when we knew where it was. Yeah, now we have smart. Yeah, exactly. That's what I had to do. Or you see a Natural Geographic or something. Now they can just watch like hours of it.
An
Flawless
overdose.
video. Zooming in. They can zoom in, zoom in on titties and stuff like that or whatever. It's not good. I am sure if you told your girlfriend or wife that her breasts are not smexual to you, she would be very upset. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, they don't mean anything to me. I just see them as baby feeders. They're gonna say like, "What? These are supposed to." Yeah, exactly, exactly, Evil Eddie. But that was actually better then. That's actually better, and it's healthier for you. Um, Now literally every single thing is a thirst trap all the time. It's not healthy.
Then, when these
And she has a filter on her face too.
make us hot and bothered in the summer, so we don't want to wear thick padding, underwire, and instead a nice thin dress, flowing dress, or sports bra, which does technically keep them flattened down, you guys decide to then comment on the one thing you sexualized to say that they're on show and we are whores.
You are though. If you've been with dozens of men, you're 304. That's what you are. That's what they hate is like, the accountability is kryptonite to them. If they've been with so many guys they can't remember it, you're a hoe. It's like I that's just what you are. So, if anything, own it.
Are hoes, we are sluts, we are every name under the sun. But it was you that sexualized them.
Nope.
Explain that.
No, we didn't. It's part of biology. That's why you would, keep it's special. You know what I mean? There's supposed to be a special thing.
You need to have a good strong word.
And another thing too, face filters are also sexualizing everyone. She probably doesn't even have glasses. These are just like glasses in a face filter. Face filters are also sexualizing everybody all the time, too, making them look better than they are. Like, here you go, such a beautiful day.
That filter must be screaming in pain.
Yeah, such a these are thirst traps, guys, and they're trying to say like, and this here's a simp. My day has got 100 times better. It's this is also causing the uptick in simps too. Is a bunch of this stuff. This is what creates this is what creates a simp culture is the thirst traps, basically, and she probably makes money from this. You know what I mean? She probably makes money from this. She's a dog. Like, guys, if you did this, they'd be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yep.
You know what I mean? I've just entered a parallel universe. What in God's name, or something like that? I don't fish, but God, you are some cat. Oh my! The simps are just killing us all. But that's what I'm trying to say. Is like this is objectifying yourself, and this is normal. This is normal. This isn't even anything like bad. You think she even drinks tea or knows how to boil water? Please. and the leg tattoos and stuff. This is the hypersexualization. This is what I'm talking about. And now they try to act conservative here. See this? See, like, caution, wet floor. That's why she's doing it right there. Guys, this is the hypersexualization. This is bad. She doesn't even know how to plant flowers, and you know what she uses to plant flowers? A hoe. So, like, this being normalized is not good, actually. And it's not me being like a prude about it or something. Like, there's a place for it, but it's not everywhere all the time. You know what I mean? Like, it makes you think with in a sexual manner all the time. It's low level thinking. It's very low level thinking because it's just like, oh, um I need to like reproduce and I need to get with her. She's hot. Like, I need pussy. And like, it gets you thinking like that all the time. And it's kind of putting all the women on a pedestal too, for this. It's not good. It's not good at all. And I don't think, I think some women need to realize this and just say like, hey, maybe all the other attention, maybe I don't need to have all of this. Ooh, let's look at this.
Take a look at this. Revelation describes a mysterious woman called Babylon who something disturbing is happening in America. Take a look at this. Revelation describes a mysterious woman called Babylon who deceives the nations in the last days. And a lot of people are saying that America fits the description. But here's the problem. If Babylon does represent America, then we could be living in the last days right now. The Bible actually describes Babylon as more than just an ancient city. Babylon symbolizes sexual immorality.
Yeah, our whole culture revolves around sexual immorality, including the music. Including any halftime show you see, it's about, hypersexualization. Girls want to be on OF now. They want to be 304s. Just go to your gym. Another good example, just go down to your gym. Trying to get a workout in, they're filming themselves being hypersexual. They're probably like flossing their clam with the wire or the cable machine wires. They're probably flossing their clam with that. And I'm serious. And they'll be, you know what I'm saying? They probably floss their clam with the cable machine wires.
Snowboard. Is that why you go around sniffing the cables?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
No, but look at the last presidential election, and Meg the Stallion was up there for Kamala, twerking in front of, shaking and bopping and her thought box all over the place. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah. I mean, twerking is another manifestation of this. Like, girls always shaking their ass. Yeah. Go ahead.
But also to be fair and balanced. And then, at Trump, he had
he has his like beauty pageants.
No, Khalifa.
Like that.
Wiz Khalifa. Was it Amber Rose? And she had what, whore tattooed on her forehead or something like that. And she was at the she was at the Republican National Convention speaking.
Yeah,
Amber Rose.
Trump does this too. Yeah, and I'm not saying if you're a conservative now, like you're right about it, they like it just as much as anyone else. We have an innate drive to like this, and there's a time and place for it. I'm not saying I don't like hot chicks and them dressing hot and everything, but it's everywhere all the time.
But that's the problem. That's the problem, because we weren't designed for all of this edification and gratification. We weren't designed for that. We weren't designed to have access to the amount of refined sugars and everything that we have access to now. We weren't designed to have access to all the food that we're able to eat right now. We weren't designed for that. And just like we weren't designed, there were things that when you look at how society used to be, there were safety nets in place to help keep the worst aspects of our nature in check. we had our family, we had our community, we had society, we had the church. Those were all things that were designed to keep the worst aspects of our nature
That's gone
in
now.
check. And now the
Yeah.
guardrails are off. And I don't think we can put the brakes back on this bus, my friend.
Exactly. The train is off the tracks, and the train is being ran on girls. Like that's like a normal thing now. I guarantee, like that's a thing they do at college. Like it's the whole thing at college. What if you think about it? What does a fraternity or sorority do? It's making you be a degenerate to join some type of club.
Right.
It's usually like always what it is every time. So it's some
I
type of
avoided that.
ritual. Yeah, it's some type of ritualistic humiliation ritual. That's what it is, basically, all the time.
Manifestation of the herd mentality.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Global influence and luxurious living.
And that's all we see on social media. Like an average, if you were to ask a young person now, like, what do they want to do? They want to be an influencer who just has like a Bentley and like, I don't know, like does blow all day or something like that. I don't even really know like what they would say, but all of these things are kind of going together. Let's let this guy continue.
Sure, that sounds like America. Well, this is where it gets wild. Revelation says that Babylon sits on a beast. The text is directly referencing Daniel 7, where those beasts represented Babylon and Rome. So how does America connect? Let me cook for a sec. Revelation is showing us a final beast system that carries the pattern of both of these empires at once. And America's capital is covered in Rome's language. The columns, the domes, the arches. So when America has Roman imagery, but also Babylon-level influence over money, morality, entertainment, and culture, the pattern gets hard to ignore. And I'm not saying that America definitely is Mystery Babylon, because before God brings final judgment to the beast system, he warns his people to get out. If you want to know how to navigate the end times from a grounded biblical perspective, I made the End Times Discernment Guide that's built from years of deep research. Grab it through the link in my bio. Something disturbing.
So that is interesting, but even like a lot of times if you even go
Deep
Something
Big breasts are not in.
oops, sorry. Like this is why a lot of cultures in the East don't like us, because they're saying like you guys are just becoming degenerates there. Like that's what, a lot of that's like why Iran doesn't like us, because they're like, well, look at what you're doing there. It's not fully like that, but even if you were to go to China today, they're not all dressed. There is some 304ing going on because it's the modern age, but they're not going to allow them to just dress and be complete 304s. They're not allowing it. Why? Because they're like a 5,000 years old culture, and they know that they can't let this hoe ball, not a snowball effect, the hoe ball. It's really bad. And I don't think people understand it. I mean, also too, look at any female comedian. Can you give me a female comedian that doesn't talk about her twat all the time?
Nope.
It doesn't exist, because that's like the card that they have to play all the time. But soon that card isn't really going to mean anything anymore. Like we're getting there. Like it's not really going to mean anything. Like, I don't even really want you anymore. Like, because I see all these images all the time. So like it doesn't really mean anything to me anymore. That's not a good place to be for anybody.
Women over 40 who are never married, no children, are basically sexual tourists. They just kind of fuck their way around the world in states, in countries, in girl vacations, and solo vacations, and business trips. So you are not that special, or as special as you think. Women over...
Yeah. I mean, when girls travel, that's basically what they're doing a bunch of the time.
Floor tours.
Yeah.
As an ex-prostitute, I'd like to share my thoughts with you on the rampant number of comments on some of my recent reels indicating that a sexless long-term relationship can be solved simply by legalizing prostitution. Generally speaking, addressing...
I kind of agree with that. So that's another thing. Legalizing prostitution actually will kind of... You get to put it in its box. And it's at a nighttime thing. It stays there. You can have your fun with it, but you can just leave it there and then go about your life. Not having it available, it has to subtly be everywhere all the time. They have to
Right.
do it under the table, basically. They're trying to cash app. Can I get pictures for nudes and stuff? Like, let's just legalize it, do it the right way, and you can go have fun. You can go do like whatever you want there, but you just do it there and get it out of your system. So it's there. It's not everywhere all the time.
Here's why they
Tax
won't. And
it.
here's why they'll never do it. What do I always say? Free punani will always be the most expensive punani you pay for.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
when you're dealing with a slur, it's nut and go. Here's the hundo on the nightstand.
Yep.
And so it's not an efficient way of extracting resources from men. It's not an efficient way, because just think, because when you get men in relation, because here's the thing, you start legalizing that, men start to now, because think about it, we can already outsource the cleaning, we can outsource the cooking.
Yeah.
Whoa, if you can outsource the piping, oh my goodness, what the hell? When 80% of what you may want or need a woman for, you can outsource. I always say, money can't buy you love, respect, and burning desire, but it damn sure can rent it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can damn sure rent it. And so, and when you think about how much money is spent in relationships, in marriage, now you lose that. You can't go, now you lose it, because now we're not out here trying to please, these females. We're not out here, slanging and banging and making kids all over the place. And now they're able to get child support out of us, or we're marrying them because now they're having our kid. No, that's why they'll never legalize it here.
Yeah, and it also makes them, because they look at you, they're like, oh, well, we want to know like what your net worth is, and what kind of car you have and all that. Now it categorizes them like, well, how much do you think that it's worth for me to spend 2 hours with you or something like that? They have to put a price on that and put a price on themselves. And obviously they're going to way overinflate themselves for that. So when you do that, it makes them have a number to it. When there's no number to it, it's much more vague, and they can get it over the long run more. Like Seagrip is saying, they can extract more time. Have you do odd jobs, more favors, take them out more, fix their car, things like that. So yeah, there wouldn't be a single incel anymore if they legalize. Yeah, if you guys are so worried about it and think they're so bad, let them blow off some steam too.
Yep.
Like that's really what they should do. But oddly enough, it makes things less sexualized in a sense, because you also get it out of your system. So you can get it out of your system and then actually focus on work and everything like that. And you can just leave it where it is. That's why it's like the red light district and stuff like that. It's not all over town all the time. We don't need it at the elementary school from the teachers, and the middle school teachers acting like hoes. If you want to be a hoe in your free time, that's fine. But there's more of an appropriate setting to do it. Now the setting is everywhere. Yeah, having actual smacks or sex. I think we can just say sex. Even if you pay for it, is healthier than cranking it to solo OF models. 100%, 100%. And it's more of a human connection. And maybe it also helps maybe develop you as a man more, because you actually experience it more and stuff like that. So I think yeah, with that much post-nut clarity, we'll have flying cars and fusion. 100%.
I love it.
Helps a lot. It helps a lot. Exactly. So we don't have this problem of all these thirst traps. Another thing too, are you going to look at these thirst traps if you know you can go to the brothel? I'm not. It's not gonna do. It's not gonna do as much. It's not gonna mean anything. You're like, I don't need to see that. I don't want. Actually, don't want to see it. When I want to go to the brothel, I'll handle it there, get out of my system, and then get back on my purpose.
Yep.
So, so this is what I say to the people out here that talk pay to play. I look at it from this perspective. I'm paying her to leave. While you're paying for her to stay. You're paying for her to stay because the minute you lose your job or she has to take the lead and maintain the lion's share of the household expense, the minute the man loses his job, that relationship has an expiration clock running. So yeah, you're paying her to stay. I pay her to go. No drama, no commitment. You do your thing, I do my thing, and if we choose to get together, we can do our thing.
Yeah, and it just makes so much sense, and we'll probably treat each other better because like we're already viewing everything as transactional, anyways. You know what I mean? So why not just view this as transactional? Women view this being taken out as transactional and stuff like that, but they just take. It's more of like extortion, actually.
A sexless relationship by hiring a sex worker is, at best, a superficial and temporary solution to a much deeper problem. The much deeper origin of a long-term relationship losing its spark, losing its play, losing its sexual connection is that individuals do not know how to handle the challenging, heavy, uncomfortable, dark emotions and thoughts that come up when a human has a space to be truly vulnerable. So you hide from them. Most of us do. Men and women tend to hide in different ways, but we both tend to hide. Both sexes tend to avoid the ultra discomfort of bearing their soul to another human being.
Well, but they also might just say, hey, like, to your wife, hey, like, you're getting fat. You don't give a shit about being sexy for me anymore. Or, you only dress hot when you're going out, so you get attention from other men. You don't dress hot when you're at home from me. And that might apply to the guy too. Like, hey, like, you're putting on. We got to watch your weight. You're putting on too much weight. Shit like that. So this isn't just a women's problem all the time.
And holding space for another human being to bear their soul. Long-term relationships, especially through the commitment.
God damn, her voice is annoying. I don't even want to finish that one. So, like, another thing with AI, it's only going to make things more sexualized because they're going to just say, like, you can make AI corn. Like, people will just start doing that. What the hell was that even? So, like, but you see how she knows she's getting attention from this? And, if there was a guy waiting at the elevator, she'd be like, what are you looking at, pig? Like, it's like, well, I was standing at the elevator waiting to go on the elevator. I don't know what you want me to do here. So they also will shame you for it too.
You know what would be funny? If the elevator door opens and a well-timed foot came right in.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
So I am heading to Stanford for college in the fall, and here are a few comments that people have said about me on graduation-related posts. And those interesting people have made me think about a very weird trend I'm seeing on social media right now, which is the sexualization of women getting an education. And this is obviously—
No, it's not. It's not them getting an education. It's what happens at college.
That filter's working overtime.
Yeah. But when a girl goes to college, she's in a sorority. Like, girls get, 10 bodies at college. That's what they're talking about. And that does happen. They bang the professor, they bang the part of the basketball team and shit. They do. That's what they're talking about. And that is true. It does happen. Like, I wouldn't even want my daughter to go to college.
Actually not new to social media, but you do see it, whether it's talking about girls going to ASU, girls studying nursing. This has been happening for a hot minute.
Because nurses are hoes. Mathematically, nurses are hoes. It's just a fact.
I mean, you'll see the way that schoolgirls are literally a male fantasy. But I've been seeing it so much in social media recently, and it is so incredibly disappointing. It literally is like an example of like that just set us back 100 years.
Yeah,
Young
dressed
women
like
are going
that.
to get their educations at good schools. So many of like the biggest party schools are very good schools. And because they might potentially party in the same way that we all know lots of young men do. Have you guys met a frat guy? Suddenly it's like the whole learning.
Yeah, and he's scum. And that's also not good.
And the education piece is completely discredited, and they are solely reduced down to their bodies.
Because they're not being that smart, really. And we are solely reducing it down to your body count, because you're not, like, that is very important to men. So, like, that's the number one most important thing. So yeah, we do bring it down to that, because you have some fake degree in gender studies or something that we don't really care about. So yeah, we do actually care about that.
Obviously,
it's the number one thing that we care about.
There are men and women out there who are disloyal in college, who maybe aren't engaging in the best practices relationships-wise. But at
Yes, that pisses us off.
the end of the day, women are accessing higher educational opportunities that our ancestors didn't get to. And that's only something.
And they're just experimenting. That's all, guys. They're just experimenting.
Worth celebrating. I'm going to continue to make content about going and starting college this fall, and frankly, if anyone is going to be disrespectful like that in my comment section, they'll be getting blocked. This is the Sloan show around here, and if I don't like it,
This is a slore show.
Remove it.
Let's see how she turned out in college. Let's see how this went.
The scary news is you're on your own now. But the cool news is you're on your own now.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what we're talking about. Yeah. This is what we're talking about. The red flags, the whole music, being a hoe. That's what we're talking about. He said, you and your beat, like, this is what we're talking about here. This will inevitably happen, 100%. Now she's trying to play like sort of the good girl angle, but they all like. See, this is probably your first abortion right here. So, I know this is nothing new, but it really does need to be talked about more and more, because let's see what she's gonna say.
Exposed to the average teenager is exposed to 14,000 references to sex in a year.
Yep.
And those references are probably sexualizing women in some way.
Yeah.
And it's in all the songs, and it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And
as her like top is falling off, she's saying this.
But I don't even notice there's just so much underlying sexualization of women, degradation of women, just so much. The average.
And she's the only woman who's actually even said anything about that. Like, that's what I'm saying. The average teenager is seeing more corn than ever before, times like 50. Basically, even if you had access to a couple movies and you were watching them every single day after school and stuff like that, they have it in their pocket all the time, and they can see any type that they want. Whatever you can imagine, there's a corn about it, and they will look at that. And it's not necessarily bad. It's a human thing that they want to do, but it's feeding into the dopamine problems. It's feeding into the addictions. It's feeding into simping. It's feeding into wasting your money on women and things like that. It's putting women on a pedestal. If you sexually desire women way too much, you're just put on they're on such a pedestal that you don't even like work on your own life anymore. And a lot of people are in this right now.
I do not care if I'm spamming your feed with these types of videos because the awareness is what matters. The reason why the sexualization problem in society is never going to fucking change is because there are a modicum of
simps,
primarily women that I've encountered that say, oh, well, they're attractive, so it's okay. I literally made a video not that long ago saying, hey, don't sexualize insert celebrity. And then I got a comment saying, oh, but he's so attractive. You're a part of the problem, dude. I do not.
That guy is crazy. So I think you guys kind of get what I was talking about. I'm going to do another body cam video, and then I might look for a little bit more of that. Is there anything else anyone wants to say on the topic? I think I'll come back to it a little bit too. Dante's Inferno devices are not connected, so something came unplugged or something. I'll put the StreamYard link up again.
Hey, why would you do that? I bought it.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, not on the floor, Tina. Knock it off.
You're gonna piss right there.
On June 21st, police received reports about a woman acting belligerent towards her family, threatening violence for hiding her drugs and alcohol.
You need to go in there. I need to put my dogs up.
Okay. Is she?
She's just being belligerent, and she's like...
Hang on, let me read what Red Doors said. Compulsive sexual behavior disorder, CSBD, also called hypersexuality or sex addiction, involves a strong sexual thought, urges, behaviors that feel hard to control. Yeah, but we're being programmed to do that. Men, women, we're being programmed constantly to do that more than ever before. So that, it's we're subliminally being programmed to have that happen all the time. And it's, we're seeing it more and more. So like it's just going to keep going that way.
Because I hit the beer, right?
And this says vile Karen attacks her family for taking away her alcohol. So we're kind of a little bit on alcohol theme. Another thing too, the more sexualized women become, the more drugs they take, the more prescriptions they're on, the more accidents they're in, the more bad choices they're making, the more bastard kids, the more broken families, the more home wrecking. It has a whole slew of things. It has its own market for divorces. We see teachers diddling students. Why? Because the teachers sexualize themselves, and the students are sexualizing the women. So there you go. It's just waiting to happen.
She's just drinking and getting more and more belligerent. I've been staying away from her. I went downstairs to get away from her, and she's, just yelling, and, I hit the beer here.
You said she did take more pills, right?
Yes. I don't know how many, because then she's like, you stole my pills, just like she said last time. Like, she loses track of everything because she's back and forth. If I can be honest with you guys, it's on her medical records, bipolar, and she ain't
there.
So you think she's a harm to herself in this current state?
It's possible. I don't know. She didn't say anything about that. She's just angry with me, because I won't give her, I'm like, I want to take the pills because if she takes them all, that's a lot.
How many do you think she took right now?
I don't know. She was sitting on the toilet and grabbed them and did the same thing like last time. Like, could have been 1, could have been 5. I don't know. and she won't let me touch them. I'm like, just let me look so I know. You know, I'm like, you're at your limit. You know, stop.
Yeah.
You know, and she grabbed more beers. That's why I hid them out here. And then she got angry because I hid the beers out here. And, you know, when she's in this state, she wants.
Uh-oh.
Hi. What's going on?
Would you like me to go in there so you can just be private?
Tina, what's going on?
He said he would leave tonight. I could say
She's drunk, but she'll still figure out how to lie.
he was very, very abusive.
Of course, just throw the husband right under the bus, or whoever that was, immediately under the bus, as soon as he walks around the corner.
How so?
He put his hands on me.
When he put his hands on you, how did he do it?
He choked me.
He choked you?
And he put his hands on my face. You could talk to him and he'll tell you.
Okay, we're going to talk to you first. How did he put his hands on your throat? Did he use one hand, two hands?
I don't know.
She like broke
I
the
was
screen.
drunk.
You're drunk?
No, I was drunk.
So when did this
I just got out of I just came out of
I was drunk 20 minutes ago, but now I'm not drunk anymore.
the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many beers have you had today?
2 beers, 2 shots.
Okay.
Always 2.
Because you
I
seem
don't-
more intoxicated.
2 beers, 2 shots. But if you're on 2 types of pills, that's like 8 drinks basically. That's what we always say. So like, you know, the pills, the medications, they count as like a drink essentially. They're like a multiplier.
Then when we were here a little earlier.
I took my painkillers
Painkillers. Uh-oh.
and he's had
Are you supposed to be mixing painkillers and alcohol?
he took them. He said this is what you're allowed to have, and he
Have
took
you
'em.
taken any more pills since we left here?
No, he stole them.
He stole them?
He stole them.
No, he's keeping them away from you from killing yourself.
He won't let me have them.
Was he physically abusive to you today?
Absolutely.
What did he do to you?
He jumped on
That's
top
always
of me
2
and
red
grabbed
door.
me by my throat, held me down, and said I was a piece of shit, and the police were gonna come and get me. I said no, they're not gonna come get me. I own $30,000.
Let me just see your.
If you look inside my mouth, he took his fingers and he went.
Okay.
Can we take pictures of your injuries?
I don't know if there are injuries.
So why wouldn't there be injuries if you're saying that all of this happened?
Okay, why is he saying everything that happened and he doesn't have injuries?
You're fine now?
Yeah, I'll live here.
How many more beers have you had?
I only had 2 beers and 2 shots.
Since we left?
Yes, 2 beers and 2 shots. And I don't smoke marijuana. He smokes marijuana all day long. I mean, if we could call Delnor and get more pills for myself.
No, absolutely not.
I don't think we need
Why? Well, where are we going to get them from?
You would have to go back to Delnor for Delnor to give you them. If you want to go back to Delnor, we can do that.
No.
But Delnor's not going to
No.
give them to me over the
Hey,
phone.
Tina, stay
No.
here for a second.
I don't want to do that.
Tina, we're not.
No pills, no interest. That's another thing too, guys. We have so many people we have a sick society right now, so the only way people can cope with it is by numbing. That's their way of sticking their head in the sand. They have to numb. They have to, you know, become delusional. They have to become intoxicated. They have to always have a buzz on. They have to, you know, they can't let their intuition kick in or anything like that. They always have to be blocking it out.
No. Hey, did you get my pills? Because now they're trying
Make
to
sure the
break
dogs are put
in.
away.
Did you get my pills? Stop.
Hey, Michael, can you put the dogs away?
Tina, don't resist
pills?
them.
Are the dogs away?
Tina,
you put the dogs
please,
away?
please,
Where are my
please,
pills?
We're gonna work
Tina.
all this out, Tina.
No, I want my
Please.
pills.
Tina.
You have them. I
Hey.
just looked in the
Hey.
You
drawer.
just stole them.
Tina,
Did not.
Hey,
Please,
where are they at?
settle down.
Stop.
We'll
Your
figure it out.
hands
Stop.
off of
Hey,
me.
Tina,
I'm not going to jail.
Sweetheart, stop.
I got it.
I'm not
Stop.
going to jail.
Okay, stop, please.
I'm not
You
going
gotta
to
stop.
jail.
Please, eyes are closed.
hey,
You need to
I
stop.
looked where they were at. I don't know. I think she has them. I don't know if they're in her hoodie.
No, he stole them.
I can look for them. I looked in the drawer where they were at.
Where's your back?
She's hitting a vape. Look at that.
I don't have one.
You don't have a backpack?
I've been living here, and I just started watching.
She does. She didn't have one this time. She usually does.
You had a backpack when we talked earlier.
But she was, that's because
I've
she
been
wasn't walking
here.
away. She was laying in there and I walked away and she just
So
called.
this is where I stay.
Okay, where's that backpack that you had earlier?
In the ditch.
No, it's not.
Where is it?
Yeah, Evil Eddie has made some really, really awesome stuff. They're always good, and they're always kind of different too, which is cool. He's made a whole bunch of different types of music and everything, and really, thoughtful lyrics and stuff like that. It's really, really good stuff. It's like the only music I listen to now is like Evil Eddie's music, to be honest with you.
You unpacked it. It's empty.
It's in the
I think it's over there. I don't want to walk all around you guys. I think it might just be your hoodie.
Hey, Tina.
What? I'm not going to the hospital.
Nobody said that right now.
I'm staying here. I just paid $30,000 for this house.
Okay.
This is where I'm living.
So listen, there's a lot that we got to discuss, okay?
About what?
You're calling 911 again.
I did not.
You did.
He called 911.
No, he did not.
Okay.
I have both calls from you, okay? We're not going to continue to keep coming out here if there's nothing wrong.
Okay, there's nothing wrong.
But clearly there is if you continue to keep calling us.
No, there's nothing wrong.
Then why do you keep calling?
I didn't. He called.
He did not call.
He did not call. You called.
Okay. I didn't.
Can you tell me where those pill bottles are so I can see them?
Tina, can I look in your backpack for your pills? To
No.
see if they're in here?
No, you can't.
Jeez.
You don't. No.
Tina, do you have them in your pockets?
No, he took them.
Can you check and see before?
Guys, see if this was a man, they wouldn't be enabling him like this. These women get enabled so much that they just don't really learn anything.
I don't have them. He took them.
I didn't take them.
Yeah. I don't have them. I don't have them. You just counted them.
Well, I want to count them again.
I don't have them. He took them.
What does the pill bottle look like?
It's
Okay, how about we just relate to you
where's my phone?
where your friend is.
Listen,
Tomorrow and I'll make you some eggs and bacon and stuff.
I should have had my. I should have.
You had it.
We will leave. Okay?
I leave.
But I'm not ready to leave yet.
Okay, when would you like to leave?
When?
When we're done.
When we're done.
And when's that?
I don't know.
Whenever we get done.
Okay. Let's go smoke some weed, dude. Do you guys like smoking weed? I don't like smoking weed. I don't do it. But there's plenty up there.
A lot of weed.
I don't like smoking weed.
It is a lot of weed, right?
Yeah, it is. I don't like. I bought it. I want it shut off. I want it.
Don't fucking do that.
No, I bought it. So the police officer.
Okay, do it when I'm not here.
Well, the police officer said if I bought it, I get to do whatever I want to it.
Cut it.
Children.
So no, I bought it. So
If you're gonna throw things while we're
not
here,
gonna
I'm
throw
going to detain you.
For what?
For
What did I
throwing
do
stuff.
wrong?
So stop.
At my own shit.
Stop.
At my own. Oh, I am. You're gonna.
No, I just told you
Okay,
not right now.
Okay, where are my pills?
You just said that you would be good if you didn't have them.
Wow.
Well, I need
You've
something.
taken way too many today.
No, I
Tina.
haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Lay down.
No.
You're not leaving the room. Lay down.
Okay, I want my.
Lay down.
Tina, lay down.
Like a dog.
You're not going to go in the damn drawer.
It's legal. Those are my legal sleeping pills.
Tina, stop.
They're my legal sleeping pills.
Stop. You're just trying to find shit to get high with. That's what it is.
I want my sleeping pills so I can go to bed.
Stop taking things. Just stay.
It's legal.
I don't care if it's legal.
So that's another thing too that has a lot to do with the hypersexualization. Weed is legal. Alcohol is cheap. We even have like mushrooms that are easy to access. So they're making it so you don't have as much good judgment. They're making it easy to do that. So then you just end up hooking up and just like doing those types of activities more, basically. If you're hanging out with a girl smoking weed together and drinking, like, stuff probably will happen. If you weren't doing those activities, it probably would not happen.
Hey, so why are you taking my
Just
shit?
cut it out.
Tina, you're asking for whiskey. You're asking
Go to the bathroom.
Wait, you're gonna let the dogs out, and it's not gonna be pretty.
No, they're fine.
No, they're not fine.
Can I talk to my boyfriend now?
Can you just sit down for a
I
second?
have to go to the bathroom or else I'm going to pull my pants down right here and piss.
Well, I suggest you don't do that.
Well, I'm going to.
Tina,
Look at this!
cut it out.
I have to
Look
go
at this!
to the
Pissing like a
bathroom.
dog!
Okay, not on the floor, Tina.
Tina,
She belongs to the street.
Let me go to the bathroom.
Look at this! Guys, America is cooked. This is like the average, we're not too many steps off from this.
What are you doing?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh
and
my
you're not
God.
letting me go.
Look
So
at
now
this!
you're going to let me go? Are you going to let me go? Because now I got to shit.
Okay.
Oh
Then get
my
up and put your clothes
God.
on.
Are you going to let me go to the
Get
bathroom?
up and put your clothes
I'm
on.
going to shit.
Okay, I will.
She belongs
Yeah,
to the
you
street.
just said you'd take me to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom.
Can you just go?
I have to shit.
Stop.
Stop. Okay, we have to get the dogs out safely. Okay.
Mike, they just made me piss on the bathroom floor.
let him do whatever so you can go. Stop, you know.
I have to shit.
Okay, he's trying to get the damn dogs out. Tina, put your pants on. Come on.
Talking to him.
Tina, put your pants on. Put your pants on. Come on.
Guys, this is what drugs and alcohol and everything can do to you. She has like the brain of a toddler. Now, a lot of women didn't, shrooms are in a gray area market here in Canada. Lots of shops sell them, but you can buy them on reservations. Yeah. I've seen a lot of stuff where they're saying they're shrooms at like a smoke shop. So like probably, I don't know, like 2 months ago, I did a tree job and a friend of mine wanted to buy like a hookah. So I knew a place that was kind of close by that was like this like Native American smoke shop place. And they said they had like a bunch of these like packages of like these like shroom candies. I bought like 3 different kinds, and the raw regular shrooms are what you want. These new candy ones and stuff like that, I don't even know what was in it. And they kind of messed me up, and it wasn't really like that fun. Yeah, that boyfriend's going to sleep the best night in years. The chocolate bars are the best ones, yeah. So there's a site called Schedule 35 that I know you can get them. Not in raw form, but you can do the chocolate bars and stuff like that. So I'm kind of being sober right now, so I'm not really going to partake in that, but the chocolate bars are really good. You kind of need like 2 of them though.
I want my vape and my phone.
Tina.
I need my phone.
We'll get your phone. Put your pants on.
I'm getting your phone.
You said you wouldn't do this to me again.
He's not doing it. Put your pants on. Put your pants on.
I just sat there in bed
Tina.
and wanted to go to bed. Don't fucking push me.
There you go. Nice. It's time.
No, I did not.
Tina, stop. Please, stop. Please don't hurt her.
Now the guy's simping. Please don't hurt her. Please don't hurt her.
Resist.
Whoop her ass.
Put your hands behind your back. You're being handcuffed now.
I did not hit.
You hit me right square in the chest. We're done.
It's on camera, so. Tina, do you want your phone?
You're done.
Not tonight.
Do you want your phone?
I've got a.
Do you want this to come with you? Yes or no? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and I have your medication that'll come with you too.
I need a pair of shoes.
Does she have shoes or sandals? Does she have sandals?
She has something. I have a place to go and stay.
So, like we were saying about the kind of the prostitution stuff before, you're paying. So instead of having to deal with this, you can have a professional come over and leave. Now he had this person come over and can't get her out of the house. Basically, that's the difference. Yeah, they always have to pee when the handcuffs come on. So, this guy, I'm telling you, is only with her for sex. That's it, because she's a nightmare for everything else. So now this guy has to deal with that all the time, where he could go once a week to some brothel, get it out of his system, and have a nice, peaceful home life, instead of this nightmare here, who's wrecking his life, pissing on his floor, stealing pills, calling cops, trying to get him like arrested for smoking weed in his own house, which is pretty much legal now.
Two rings you can't have because it's strings, right?
So that's what Seagrip is saying. Like, free pussy is the most expensive one that you can have because this is part of the price that he's paying.
Right? The slippers okay?
And now he's simping all the time too. That's another thing. Prostitution will stop simping so much. It'll cut down on the simping because there's like no reason to. You're like, well, I'm paying you to do this, and then you just move on with your life. So you don't have to try to impress the girl or shit like that. You can just get it out of your system. Oh yeah, no, she's a freak for sure.
The flip flops, I think she lost in the bike trail when she was trying to run from you guys.
Yeah, you go back to the home. Well, you're going to jail for hitting me in the chest.
I'm
so.
sorry I hit you in the chest.
Oh, thank you for your
didn't mean
apologies.
to.
You're still going to jail.
That's fine. But you have it?
It's in the house. You can't bring it to jail. So.
I'm gonna throw it away and take it to jail. I know. Please don't push me.
I'm making sure you don't fall.
I'm not suicidal.
You're not suicidal?
No.
Okay.
I'm not suicidal. Suicidal.
Why the hell is she saying that?
Okay. Do me a favor, Tina. Look to the left.
Can you loosen these?
They're as loose as I can get them.
So when can come get me?
He said he's not coming to get you, but the earliest you got to go see a judge tomorrow. So
yeah, see, that guy shouldn't go to come get her.
The suspect faces charges for obstructing justice, resisting arrest, and aggravated menacing. There were no charges for domestic battery.
Why are there no charges for domestic battery? She hit somebody. You know what I mean? This is part of the problem. So I'm just gonna do a short one tonight, guys. So I get to bed kind of earlier. Have a great night, and I'll keep doing more streams this week. Thanks for being here. Actually, no. I'll play the Red Door thing that Evil Eddie made, and actually some other music by Evil Eddie. Right now. I might have to. I don't think he made a YouTube page for it. Let me just go take a look really quickly here. I don't know if he made a YouTube thing. He usually will ask someone like permission before he does that. But playlists. Wait a second. I don't know. He had the C-grip one here. I think I can just play it in the Discord. So let me know if you guys can hear this here. Can you hear this?
Down in the hollow where the damp woods grow, where the leaf mold covers up the roots below. Red door woman digs a yellow clay, find a sweet relief for another day. She's got the black cohosh for the aching bone, and Beth root gathered by the river stone. Knowledge passed down from the ancient days, walking through the forest in a quiet haze. Oh, red door woman, mother of the ground, herbal secrets in the valley found. From the blue cohosh to the golden seal, she knows what the herbs of the earth can heal.
Catchy.
When the fevers rise and the lungs get tight, she brews up coltsfoot in the deep of night. Takes a purple coneflower from the prairie land, prepares the antitoxin in her weathered hand, mixes bearberry leaves in a clay teapot, cleansing out the body where the pain was caught. No chemical pills, no synthetic thread, just a living medicine where the wild seeds spread. Oh, red door woman, mother of the ground, herbal secrets in the valley found. From the blue cohosh to the golden seal, she knows what the herbs of the earth can heal. She checks the white pine bark and the bitterroot tree, cleansing out the blood, setting spirits free. Ground ivy leaves for an old headed ache, alfalfa from the roots that the deep soils take. She leaves a quiet thanks when she pulls the stem, honor for the plants and the light in them. Every leaf a story, every root a prayer, carried on the breeze through the mountain air. Mother Earth is speaking through the forest floor, and the healing waits at the redwood door. Oh, red door woman, mother of the ground, herbal secrets in the valley found. From the blue cohosh to the golden seal, she knows what the herbs of the earth can heal. Herbs of the earth heal the soul, heal the land. Red door woman, she's the land.
Hell yeah. That was really good. And I'll play we'll do the secret one next.
Yeah. Secret. Start at the bottom. Now they all know the name. Not on street, one day small hat. Came from the block where survival was that. From the projects to the protected class. Everybody laughed till I started stacking cash. Corner, liquor, clipper, making.
Oh, sorry about that. I had this sped up a little bit, even though it did sound kind of cool that way too. Normal. Hang on, that wasn't the right way. My bad.
Yeah. Secret. Started at the bottom. Now they all know the name. Not all street, one day small hat. Came from the block survival was that. From the projects to the protected class. Everybody laughed till I started stacking cash. Corbin, Lecter, Clipper, making big figures. Always stay focused while they chase distractions. Late night flights, early morning departure. Turned every setback into another chapter. Used to chase approval, used to need attention. Now I move silent with strategic intention. People switch faces when the money get larger. Went from being overlooked to becoming a monster. Simp to boss to monster. Whole world know I'm a conqueror. Area codes all across the map. Never went broken, never look back. Simp to boss to monster. Every loss made me stronger. Started with dreams in a busted apartment. Now every move got global coordinates. Got that passport, always on transport. New city, new mission. Every trip a new course. Got friends all over the globe. Different area codes, different cultures, different ways the story unfolds. London to Miami, Toronto to Tokyo. Every city got somebody saying, don't forget us, bro. Till I sleep right every single night. Cause I keep my business and my future tied.
Wait, yours next.
No surprise calls, no unexpected news. Just another sunrise under the pair of shoes. I got bigger when I stopped chasing validation. Turned pain into fuel and built a reputation. Everybody talking, but they never lived a chapter. I became the headline after being a bag of rapper. Everybody talking, but they never lived a chapter. I became the headline after being the background actor. Yeah. Simp to boss to monster. Whole world know I'm a conqueror. Area codes all across the map. Never went broken, never look back. Simp to boss to monster. Every loss made me stronger. Started with dreams and a busted apartment. Now every move got global court. Used to get played, used to get lied to. Now the same people trying hard to slide through. Funny how success changes every conversation, yeah. Funny how the doubters suddenly show admiration, yeah. Built from pressure, built from stress, built from every single time they expected less. Now the bank account talking louder than word, and the lifestyle sound now knows absurd. From the projects to executive meetings, airport lounges while the whole crew tweeting. I ain't saying I'm a saint, never claimed perfection, just a product of ambition mixed with self-protection. Simp, boss. Started with nothing but a dream and a plan. Now the whole world know exactly who I am. Yeah. Simp, boss. Script. Must.
Nice. Oops. No, Surprise Attack Ninja did one here too. And then looks like Evil Eddie did another simp related one. So we'll play these right here too. So Surprise Attack Ninja did. I didn't know he even made these.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Today's the day. Say what I got to say. Run my mouth in this speed away. Your dances elementary. My words not complimentary. I hope my criticism ruined your entire day. These tick-tock dots on the corner making stitches. These chronically online needy pick me bitches. Got the ring light on the corner dancing bitch. I'm trying to walk, then they come back at you with that brain rotted Gen Z talk. A live shad erupts in diamonds and praise. Simping in full force, unwise to our ways. Eyes on the screen, souls in the cage. Living through a feed while they're wasting away. Throw another dollar, maybe she'll say your name. Every little heartbeat got a price in the chain. Built a whole religion from a filtered smile. Chasing ghosts through the algorithm mile by mile. She keeps posting, they keep bringing to the stream. Kings in their heads, but they're slaves to a dream. Click by click, they get clipped by the digital script. Every trick feed hit, got them gripped by the myth. Living in the loop where the truth gets bent. Mistaking everything you for a monumental event. Parasocial protocol, dopamine mean collateral. Every notification feels almost supernatural. Building up a blueprint from a 15-second frame. Note their favorite coffee, never learned their real name. Algorithm also with the wallets on the stone. Throw another tribute while they're sitting all alone. Manufactured intimacy, packaged in a trend. They mistake the product for a lifelong friend. Echoes in the headset, every compliment's a leash. Trying to buy your heartbeat, that's forever out of reach. She's selling entertainment, they selling self-respect. Every super chat, another cash they never should have checked. When the signal dies, ain't nobody at the gate. Just a silent room and an ego they inflate. All that worship built on pixels in a stream. Wake up, it was never more than somebody else's dreams on the screen. Souls in the cage, living through a feed while they're wasting away. Throw another dollar, maybe she'll say your name. Every little heartbeat got the price in the chain. Built a whole religion from a filtered smile. Chasing ghosts through the algorithm mile by mile. She keeps posting, they keep praying to the stream. Kings in their heads, but they're slaves to a dream.
That was really awesome. That one like hit the hardest. Yeah, no, definitely post these here. Please, yeah, definitely do that. This is a good thing. And I actually play these. Well, I play them in my personal time, but I actually play them on the show too. Like when I'm waiting for people to join and stuff like that. So I actually will play these. So it looks like Evil Eddie made another one on the line on the theme of simping.
Another paycheck gone before the weekend arrives. Buying attention while your own ambition dies. Scrolling through illusions on a glowing little screen. Chasing validation from people you've never seen. Working overtime, giving everything away. Living for approval, throwing your future away. You were built for more than this. You were built to stand, not to spend your whole life begging for somebody else's hand. Wake up, stand tall. Hear the warning call. Sim's got to go. Sim's got to go. Stop putting strangers on a golden throne. Sim's got to go. Sim's got to go. Build your future. Build your own. Sim's got to go. Sim's got to go. No more worship. No more show. Sim's got to go. Every notification pulls another chain. Every little promise keeps you trapped again. Running in circles, spending all your time, while your dreams are waiting somewhere far behind. The world keeps moving, the years keep passing by. You keep staring upward, never asking why. No one is coming to rescue your life. You have to become the answer you fight to find. No pedestal, no obsession, no surrender, no submission. Train your body, sharpen your mind, leave the fantasy behind. Sim's got to go. Sim's got to go. Stand on your feet and take control. Sim's got to go. Sim's got to go. Stop selling pieces of your soul. Sim's got to go. Sim's got to go. No more kneeling, no more bowing. Sim's got to go. Go, go.
Respect is earned, not purchased with cash. Confidence grows, it is never bought fast. The strongest men do not beg or chase. They build their purpose, they create their place. Every hour wasted, every dollar spent could have built the future instead of paying rent to a fantasy. The dream that isn't real while your own potential waits beyond the wheel. Look around, look within. What have you built? Where have you been? The answer waits behind the noise. Choose your path, make your choice. Sim's got to go. Sim's got to go. Stand up strong and build your own. Sim's got to go. Sim's got to go. No more living for a phone. Sim's got to go. Sim's got to go. Find your mission, find your road. Sim's got to go. Sim's got to go. No more change, no more show. Sim's got to go, 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 The bass rolls on, the lights burn low. One final lesson before you go. Respect yourself. Protect your soul. Sim's got to go, 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 go. Sim's got to go, 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 go. Sim's got to go.
Nice. Yeah, I have a Russian friend that works for me, and we listen to sometimes like their kind of just like their FM radio, but like every time we're listening to it, it's usually like late at night over there, and they're partying, and a lot of their music sounds like exactly like that, and I like that. Surprise Attack Ninja writes in, I've started getting deep into Suno and figured out how to record a melody. I played on the piano and used it as the bass for a song, so I control the melody now. Nice. So speaking of the melody and stuff like that, let me show you guys another guy that is a very early subscriber, and he creates music too, piano and keyboards. This guy right here. I kind of like probably this one the best. I've played this one a ton of times. Oops, sorry. Pat Dupree. I like this one. He made a little influence on the. I've played this before. The influence. Well, actually, just play this. Fuck it. This has actually to do with what you guys are talking about. Not a
Have
very
you ever
long
heard a
video.
piano piece that grooves like a hip hop beat? Well, what if I told you that hip hop didn't just borrow from piano music? It reshaped it. For decades, the piano was seen as this formal classical instrument. Chopin, Beethoven, Rachmaninoff. All beautiful, complex, but often far from the gritty textures of street music. Then came hip hop.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
born in South Bronx, armed with breakbeats, turntables, and raw emotion. Not soon after, 90s hip hop flipped the script, literally. Producers like J Dilla, Kanye West, and Ninth Wonder sampled old jazz and soul piano riffs, chopped them, looped them, and made them swing. Suddenly, piano wasn't just notes, it was rhythm, vibe, and attitude. Most people think of the piano as melodic or harmonic, but in hip-hop, it becomes percussive. Think of how a producer uses syncopation and groove. The same principles apply when you play piano in that style. Okay, in this next segment, I'm going to be playing a song with a beat-driven riff on the piano. Try to focus on the rhythm and the percussiveness of it.
So I'll stop that one there for now because I think you guys get it. But he makes some pretty cool stuff. He plays guitar and stuff too, and I think he does mixes it with uses a mixer thing, kind of like you guys do. I'm not really sure what a lot of that is called, but I believe this guy is a subscriber too, and this guy like rips this shit. This guy's pretty nasty.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Terrence Shutter. We got a request. This is going out to Chaz. As we proceed to give you what you need, Chaz. This is Charlie Morton's The Crave.
Yeah, that guy's nasty. This guy's nasty at piano. I think he was like an early on subscriber, and I was like looking at some of his stuff. I was like, holy crap, this guy's like ripping it at here. You don't even need to know a lot about piano to know that he's really really good. Let me also play because I used to do this sometimes, kind of like be like a DJ. Because I've showed you guys some interesting music that wasn't subscriber based. Yeah, maybe those ragtime ones are difficult. We'll do another Evil Eddie one here, because Evil Eddie's he's been making me like once a week for the past 7 weeks or something. So I mean, that's a lot. He made a country one and a ton of stuff. Let me go to his page here. Yeah, it's at the top because I go to it so much. This one repeater that he has is really good. Let me look around here. Because I don't want to just play the Snowboard Joe ones. I want to show some other ones here. Repeater. Yeah, this one's dope. So Repeater is kind of what I remember from it. It's like someone who's like saying dumb shit over and over and over again, basically, when they're being arrested and stuff like this. The Evil Eddie ones tend to have a metal feel, or a lot of the ones that I like, because he actually made me kind of like metal music again, because I didn't really like that much metal music. Like the last like metal band I kind of liked was like Killswitch Engage, and I don't even know if they're like doing that much anymore.
Flashing red and blue cuts through the dark. Engine cuts out, sirens leave their mark. Hands on the wheel, the pressure starts to climb. Guilt locks the jaw, frozen in time. The officer approaches, taps on the glass. The question is asked, but the mind fades fast. I didn't do it, I wasn't there. I didn't do it, I wasn't there. The record is skipped, the gears start to grind. A broken machine in the back of the mind. I didn't do it, I wasn't there. Staring ahead with a panic stare. Repeater. Sweat on the brow, the handcuffs click tight. Reality shattering into the night. Under the spotlight, the questions get deep, but the same broken phrase is all they can keep. The panic is rising, the system has crashed. Every excuse has been burned and been smashed. I didn't do it, I wasn't there. I didn't do it, I wasn't there. The record is skipped, the gears start to grind. A broken machine in the back of the mind. I didn't do it, I wasn't there. Staring ahead with a panic stare. Repeater. Locked in the loop, nothing to say. Trapped in the words that won't go away. Over and over, the mind is a cage. Over and over, feeding the rage. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I wasn't.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Let me show you. Let me pause this and change it to here. We'll go on to what subscribers are doing. But yeah, this is Red Door made this Dreamcatcher here, and this is in my bedroom. This is a duck feather. I don't think I can zoom any more of that. This is a duck feather. This is like an arrowhead, and this is very complicated here. This is not just like when I actually was starting to read about dream catchers and stuff, and this isn't supposed to be like a symmetrical pattern. It's supposed to be like not symmetrical. So it's not supposed to be like spokes on a wheel, basically. Like this is leather up here, and these are leather too. These are all feathers here, and this is weaved together with like several sticks. I think you said they're from maple, I believe. Yeah, no, this was really cool. I think I have another picture of it here. Yeah, so that was next to my bed, and then this is a piece of art that I found at a gas station. Believe it or not, I was gonna send it to this guy, one of the subscribers, Brent. This is all hand drawn by pencil. But Brent, there's another guy who was Inuit. These are guys that are like Inuit guys. So I might actually try to send it to him, but he's in Canada. He said he's half Inuit, so I would actually I should just try to figure out how to send that to him because that would be kind of cool. So I want to like give back doing this too, and also too, I want you to see. Yeah, this is a drawing he made for Seagrip. Here, I don't know if I should like. There's a ton of detail here, like 1/8 small hat. This is the sex toy company that black chick was selling. These are really detailed. These are all the different sex toys that she's like. That's her. Remember the one breather mannequin and a dog here, a little butterfly thing. She's on a sex toy here, riding it. I guess this is supposed to be me back here with my cat Lucy. New product, batteries included. And this is supposed to be like, Seagrip's character here. But he sent. I always have a hard time. This, yeah, he wanted to do card games. So this is another one that's user created here by the same guy from Greece. But we were thinking about making a like a card game, and I don't know why I always have a hard time searching how to find the pictures here. Maybe there are some here. Oops, sorry. I'm never good at. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. These are also user created. So see how this is like a playing card here. We were thinking about making something like that. So this is like me on the snowboard here. These are hoes like BJ Queen with the dog, the butterfly tattoo, a demon thing that says "Feed me," feed the demon, a crack pipe, some type of like king or vampire. I can really zoom into these ones. More butterfly tattoos, tongue piercing. That might say Tylenol. But yeah, Ho Savior, 304 Captain, Captain Snowboard Joe, Save a Ho, with Micro Pindosis. I'm not really sure what that is. He's cutting a tree to pay the fees. He's ready for osmosis. So I'm sure that rhymes. I just don't know how to read. But doing some type of playing card thing would really be cool. And now this is another one, Jabba the Hutt. This can be a card too. But these are really detailed. This is like a demon with that ball thing there. Here's another one with a spiked belt. This looks like a fancy bag of some sort versus Chad Solo. Oh, so maybe this is he made this one for maybe AJ's one, because he was making some for like subscribers. He likes AJ's show as well. But yeah, you guys are making some really cool stuff, and maybe there's even more here. So yeah, if you guys make something, I'll feature it on the show. In fact, let's do another Evil Eddie one. All right, let's take a look at that Surprise Attack Ninja. Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh, this is on like wood too. Very, very detailed. Really cool. Was this stuff you like glued onto it? Oh, it's a cigar box. But did you paint all of that, or some? It looks like almost some pieces are like glued on somehow or something, or it could be like a multimedia type of art. But that's cool. That's cool. I'm assuming it's like a samurai. Yeah, it's very good. Very good. Very detailed. Let me zoom into it again here. I mean, look at the face. Look, even this has like mountains and shit here. The Dawn, Clarmarda, or something like that. So yeah, if you guys on your free time go zoom into it, because it has a lot more detail. The more you zoom in, the more detail it has. Even this looks like it's like textured gold and stuff. Really cool. I like kind of the paint. I usually don't like this paint splatter stuff, but it actually looks really good on this. I think he made another one too. Oops. So I think that's the first one there. But yeah, post this stuff, and we'll play. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I show it? Hang on a second. I don't think I shared the screen the right way. No, I actually did. So we'll do another Evil Eddie one to end it. His newest one that he made for me, which I was digging. Some of these stoner rock ones are really good. So we'll play this as the last one.
walk beyond the edge of thought, where every answer can be bold. The sky blindfolded into light, 1,000 questions burning bright. The walls I built began to fade. Every fear that I had made, a quiet voice began to say, the universe was here today. Every doorway hides a key, waiting patiently for me. Every shadow starts to glow when I finally let it show. Expand your reality beyond what your eyes can see. Every moment, every breath, life is deeper than your death. Expand your reality, set your sleeping spirit free. Look within and you will find the endless universe inside. The mountain spoke without a sound. The stars were scattered on the ground. Time dissolved into the breeze, floating gently through the trees. Every stranger wore my face. Every heartbeat shared one place. Every ending was a start, written somewhere in my heart. There are roads we never climb, hidden just outside of time. Every answer softly waits beyond our ordinary gates. Expand your reality beyond what your eyes can see. Every moment, every breath, life is deeper than your death. Expand your reality, set your sleeping spirit free. Look within and you will find the endless universe inside. The mind is only one small room inside a never-ending bloom. Every thought becomes a flame. Nothing ever stays the same. Leave behind the borrowed chains. Question comfort, question names. Open every hidden door. Become far greater than before. Expand your reality. Let your soul become the sea. Every fear begins to fall. You are never trapped at all. Expand your reality. Hear eternity calling me. The further inward that I roam, the more the universe feels whole. Expand your reality. Expand your reality. Expand your reality. universe was always waiting inside.
Okay, guys, have a great night. Oops, I don't want to play that one. Wait a second. Yeah, have a great night, guys. Have a good night. And we'll do some more shows this week. Got any more art? Put it in there. Send it in there. I'll put it on the show. And maybe we'll use some for badges and incorporate them in other ways too. So, have a good night. Thanks for being here.